Third place, we have Dullahan Dan, who did an Excalibur and Banshee piece. The fine people of Fortuna will never be able to repay you, Bat Tenno.
Oh, it's like Commissioner Gordon. Oh.
It's a Batman reference. Batman. Because Banshee looks like Batman.
Definitely.
Definitely. Who would be the Joker? Bobon? Look like a clown?
Limbo Riddler, I guess.
Limbo Riddler.
Wukong Deluxe looks the most like the Joker.
Who'd be Green Goblin?
Green Goblin?
It's a different franchise altogether.
That's
no,
Spider-Man.
it's Batman. Oh.
Green Goblin.
Oh no, I've upset the universe.
Marvel versus DC, settled here on primetime.
DC sucks, I'll say that now. Marvel's where it's at.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Coming from someone who just got the universes mixed up, you can't really go off of that.
That's true.
But I stand by it.
Sorry, Megan, but there were many comments of this type of nature. People very upset with you making
Marvel DC?
Marvel DC comments. Get her, boys.
You know what? It's confusing. There's like, what, 20 Spider-Mans, 14 Batmans. What's his name that wants to
Superman?
do it but gets depressed and doesn't want to do Batman? Write it. What's his name?
Ben Affleck?
Thank you. Ben Affleck, what have you been doing? I thought you were Batman, then you were going to write Batman.
Now it's Robert Pattinson.
Now you're just smoking a cigarette and looking sad in front of public.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I'm confused.
This has no longer anything to do with the comics and now the people.
Well, he is part of the comic. He is Batman.
True.
And then there's 1,000 Spider-Mans, a couple Supermans. Why can't we just have one?
It's a franchise.
I don't know. CGI. I only want...
I would listen to your podcast just because this is...
Chad is
Who is your, like,
so upset.
who would be your choice for each character then? Like, which
Oh,
actor-
now you want to ask me who's the best Batman and who's the best Spider-Man?
Well, you've drawn a line. You gotta commit to it.
All right, I do like Tom Holland as the new Spider-Man. I will.
Okay, I'm just taking notes
will
here.
agree to that.
I feel like I could really fumble the future of our relationship if I'm not careful here.
Fumble?
Yeah, if I get you like an Andrew Garfield Spider-Man thing, you'd be like, you bitch!
No. As long as you like Spider-Verse, we're okay. Because that's the best Spider-Man ever is Spider-Verse. No one can tell me otherwise.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with the best Batman is, who's the skinny guy?
Christian Bale?
Yeah, Christian Bale.
Is he a skinny guy?
Yeah, he's skinny.
And,
He looks like Tom Cruise. They look similar.
turn it off before she...
They look similar.
Stop the
They
stream!
got dark hair, short dark hair.
Taylor's in chat saying, how did we get here?
All right, let's get
Dark
to comment two. Let's move on from this. This is over.
We can't move on because the next one is I've upset the universe. And that's the quote for the
It's just a mashup of DC and Marvel just fighting it out, and Lotus is like, I don't know.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
I don't know how to judge.
Number one, please not about Batman.
Oh my god.
Batman's the worst. He is the worst superhero. He can't do anything. He literally has no superpower other than liking bats. He has a lot, yeah, because he has a lot of money and he can afford things to make him cool. So, Spider-Man can shoot webs. So, you know.
His is tech too.
But see, that's weird, because like some Spider-Mans, it's his literal like coming out of his insides.
Like Spider-Man and not Spider-Man.
Whatever. But you know what I mean though? Spider-Man, some movies, it comes out of his wrist naturally.
Only in the Sam Raimi ones, which they did for whatever reason.
That's what I mean.
That was a choice by a single director for 3 movies in the single franchise that have nothing to do with the bearings of the comics or any other canon before that. They just made that choice, and if that was your first time Spider-Man, you would think that every other Spider-Man thing is wrong because he has to use tech for it. But actually, the Sam Raimi ones are inspired by their own world. It's fine, it's cool.
This is why it's confusing.
But it doesn't have to be confusing, it just has to be part of the experience.
I can't watch one Spider-Man and be like, oh, it's a natural web, and the next one he's not. Who's the fake? Who's the real?
You gotta just, piece by piece, each choice is a representative of the whole experience for that
Actually,
movie.
it's kind of like Joker. I saw the new Joker. I thought his like face was like an actual cut, but it's not.
See, that's a choice that Christopher Nolan.
You can't. You can't. Oh, it drives me
course
nuts.
you
It drives me
can.
nuts. No, because I'm watching that and thinking it's real, and I'm like, wait a second, I'm questioning my entire life now. My entire Joker knowledge, I'm questioning.
But it's a matter of adaptation of source material that itself changes, because you could even look at any comic canon series, universe. Wolverine has like 6, there's Old Man Logan, there's so many different worlds in which the characters don't obey their predecessors, and that's
Maybe they
fine.
need to preface that. Like, this ain't real. This
But,
ain't.
but none of it's real.
But the real one is whoever came up and wrote the original one.
Well,
Right? Like if I wrote
multi-gener-
the original Spider-Man and people made adaptations of it, those ones aren't the
but
real
the original
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is multi-generational as well. The character started in the Amazing Spider-Man comics and now has just evolved into Spider-Verse, right? You got Penny Parker,
Right.
you got Porky Pig Parker thing, you got them all.
Big Parker. It's all just confusing. I just want one timeline.
You can't have one timeline.
You
though.
know I don't do well with time travel.
I know, but I'm just saying you can't. And that's the nature
Just
of
breaks my
cinema
brain.
and like even book adaptations. Like a lot of things change in the Harry Potter movies from the book. And does that mean that the book is right?
But they come out and say adaptations of it.
But it's inferred in comic book movies that it's an adaptation. It's an inferential product of a medium that is not cinematic. The comic book graphic novel is in itself its own distinct medium, and adapting that to the screen.
Yeah.
And a screenwriter's job is to make a film out of it, not a
Yeah.
comic book.
Yeah.
So they must therefore create a story and make changes.
But then there's also there's the same Spider-Man story said and shown like 20,
like the Uncle
6
Ben
times.
part, right? Like that doesn't change. Uncle Ben is
Yeah.
because that's a pivotal foundational moment.
And that's
for his
confusing because
conflict
it's like,
as a
oh, now this
character.
is the exact same storyline, but
What matters is the characters.
We'll stop. Sorry. What was it? What was the number one comment? No. Oh no. Sorry.
Oh my god! And the number, did we get the number one
Do we
comment?
even
we
have a
didn't.
number one comment?
No.
Please don't
All
do
right.
that, Spider-Man. Please don't
It's
do that,
not
Spider-Man.
related. It's actually a really fun comment from Roadless Taken. I'm getting a Warframe tattoo. What should I get? I am letting Twitch decide.
Tom
There you
Holland
go.
and Spider-Man.
I'm literally sweating from that conversation. My bits.
If mine would show, you'd still.
Prep time. Civil War.
Oh, we have great times here.
Good GTs on the PTs.
All is well.
GTs on the PTs.
What's a PT? Oh, prime times. Timelines confuse me. Time travel confuses me. Paradoxes confuses me.
Oh, you love the DeVere
I know. I said that. I was
You're
like,
gonna love what we're working
it
on. You're
literally
gonna
has the
love
word paradox in it, and I'm like, well, I'm screwed. I'm never gonna be able to understand that.